Hey you guys, what's going on? PewDiePie here, and today I want to do a quick little video review of the Unanistan GoPro Mount as well as the Brainexploder GoPro Mount. Do a comparison between the two GoPro mounts and tell you which one I prefer and what my experiences are with these mounts. This is a 100% honest review. There's nothing I haven't talked to either of these guys personally. I've never messaged them or anything. This is my 100% honest review. I bought these products and they don't know who I am. They just see me as a person who's bought their products, so they don't know me personally. They don't know I'm making this video or anything like that. But let's quickly get into the video. Alright guys, so let's get into it. Let's do a video review. So a lot of people ask constantly about what GoPro mount I use for my cameras and how I mount it and such. So I want to quickly go over the two mounts that I've used and I personally really like and give you guys my input about the product itself. But so I'll start with Unanistan's mount and then I'll go to Brainexploder's mount. So for those of you who don't know, Unanistan is a paintballer up in Toronto, Canada. He 3D prints GoPro mounts for your mask as well as like other stuff. Like he makes like little cards for your dye mags, and he makes all these different products with this 3D printer. So a lot of paintballers really like his mount. A lot of paintballers, mainly, especially in Canada, but also down here in Southern California, a lot of people do like this mount and they use it. So the product itself, it's a 3D printed plastic piece that goes onto your mask. I will say though, mine did break, as you can see there. Mine did break, which is why I got the Brainexploder one, because I wanted to test these two products and give you guys my opinion on each one. But Unanistan's mount, really high quality plastic that he uses. Like if you try like squeezing them together with your hands, they're very stiff. They won't break or anything like that, and it's really good quality plastic. The mount comes with everything you see here. So it comes with the top mount, the bottom piece that goes underneath, like inside your mask, and these kind of just clamp against your vents. And then they also come with the screws that you see. So that's what it comes with. It comes with this. It doesn't come with a little piece at the back, like what screws into the like the little nut right there. It doesn't come with that. So one thing I did, I just got an old GoPro mount similar to. So I got like this GoPro mount, like the one that comes on the comes with it, and it normally just sits like right in here. So I just took it out of there and I just glued one onto this mount. Now one thing I don't like about this product, which is actually the main thing I don't like about this product, is there's nothing to hold this little screw piece in place, which kind of bugs me. So when I first got this mount, I would like tighten it down as hard as I could, and then I'll play the day and it would be fine. But halfway through the day, the little nut, it would start loosening, and which would cause the GoPro to start bouncing around a lot on my lens and such. So I was kind of so I don't really like that. There's nothing to hold this piece in place. So what I did was I just got super glue, like Gorilla Glue, and I just glued it on. It looks ugly, but it works. It does what I need to do. It doesn't. This piece doesn't move anymore. And when I screw it in, and I tighten it down, and I give it like a nice snug fit. I haven't had any other problems with the GoPro loosening or anything ever since I got this piece securely installed, because with both sides, if this is loose as well as the screw itself, if both those are not secure, or one of them isn't secure, then odds are they might loosen throughout the day. And you guys know by the videos, I'm very aggressive. I run a lot, so it's just bound to happen with me where it would start loosening. So that was just a problem that I had, and I fixed it by gluing. So no big deal. So there's that, and I'll talk about the Brainexploder mount real quick. So Brainexploder, a lot of people in the paintball community don't know who he is, but he's actually an airsofter out here in Southern California. So Unanistan is in Toronto, Canada. well, no, not Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and Brainexploder is located out here in Southern California. So the plastic he uses isn't as like firm as Unanistan's. Like this one gives, this one, like if you press the little pieces together, it does give a little bit more, but then again, it's a plastic product. Both of these are plastic products, so they're not supposed to last a lifetime. They're not metal, so my Unanistan one broke because it's plastic. This one I'm expecting to break as well because it's plastic. But the plastic on this one does give a little bit more than Unanistan's, which is something I think I should say. But one thing I do like about the Brainexploder mount over the Unanistan is, like I said, the Unanistan, I had to glue that little nut in, where Brainexploder actually has, like, see that little protruding piece at the end? Right here? I don't know how to word it, but it's basically like a fitted piece for the little nut. So it fits in there. It's a little groove specifically made to hold it in place, which is one thing I really like about the Brainexploder mount over the Unanistan, is that I don't have to glue this piece down. This one has the cut already pre-made for it, so it's already fitted. One thing though about the Brainexploder that the Unanistan mount does is that the Unanistan comes with more parts. The Unanistan's mount comes with this bottom piece as well as the screws. The Brainexploder, all you get is the mount itself. You don't get any screws. Basically, you'll get it like this. This is how you're going to get it. So it doesn't come with any screws, but in his video talking about this, which I'll put in the description, he tells you what screws to get. So in case you guys want to know, it's a number 6 screw. The video review that Brainexploder did on his mount tells you the screws that you need to get, which is nice. That way you don't have to just scurry through a bunch of different screws and keep testing. He tells you what you need. Another thing that I really like about the Brainexploder mount is all the holes on the bottom of it. So basically, with all these different holes on the bottom, you can mount it in different ways onto your vents. You could do, it fits any kind of mask, basically. So with all these different holes, they'll reach to any part of your mask and the vents that's most secure. Also, it gives you more options of securing it. So you could put in like 2-3 screws on each side, and it'll be really secure. Like, you know that it'll be firmly placed and it won't be loosening up or anything. That's one downfall of the Unanistan, is that the Unanistan, he makes mounts specifically for certain masks. So like this mount is meant for like the Diafors, the Vios, and such like that. But he also makes mounts specifically for the KLRs. He makes mounts specifically for V-Force grills and so on and so forth. He makes mounts specifically for those masks, where the Brainexploder one is versatile, so you could have different masks, and this one mount will fit all of them. You don't have to buy multiple mounts like this, like Unanistans. But now I want to get to one of the biggest things I seem to have, which I seem to see problems with. But one thing that I really don't like about Unanistan is that he does his orders in bulk, which, for those of you guys who don't understand, I'll explain it to you. Where basically, Unanistan will, when people order his mounts, he'll wait until he gets a big group together of those mounts, and then he'll just make a bunch of them at once and then ship them all out at once. Now, a lot of people won't see that as a problem if you aren't on that waiting list, basically, of getting a mount. So for me, for going from Ontario, Canada to here in Southern California, this mount took about 2.5 weeks to get, which is reasonable. And I was told that it was supposed to take about 2 or 3 weeks to receive, and it came in 2.5 weeks. So I got mine when I was supposed to. But I have had multiple friends who order a mount, whether it be this mount or be another mount or anything like that. They'll order stuff from Unanistan, and they won't get it in like a month and a half, 2 months sometimes. And the reason why it takes that long is because of that whole, he waits until he gets a big order, like a bunch of orders at once, then makes them all and then ships them out. So if you plan on getting a mount like this from Unanistan and you have like an event coming up that you know of, I say order one like 2 months prior, because you don't know because there's no 100% guarantee that's going to get there within the 2-3 weeks like I did. I will probably order mine near the end of, like, right when he was about to do the big bulk. So I got mine in within the time limit, but I know other people have gone it within the time limit as well, but I also know people who've gotten mounts a month and a half, 2 months before. So if you want to get a mount like this, but you want to use it for, like, let's say like Living Legends or something like that, I say order one now, just in case it takes a while for you to receive it. Brainexploder, I am the only person I know of personally that has a Brainexploder mount. I am the only person that uses one. None of my paintball friends use them. Majority of my paintball friends use Unanistan because Unanistan is a paintballer. It reaches out to paintballers a lot easier. Brainexploder, he's an airsofter, but I wanted to give Brainexploder's mount a try. And so I ordered this thing actually a little bit late. So I ordered this thing. I'm telling you guys my order history with this, just like I did with Unistan's. When I ordered the Brainexploder mount, I actually ordered it the Monday before Besieged Battle for the Bay. It was a big game out at San Diego, Giant Sports San Diego and Lakeside. SAS SoCal was hosting a weekend game, and I actually ordered this thing the Monday before that event. So I ordered it with less than a week from it. So I was like, oh, I'm probably not going to get it. It's fine. I'll just, at the time, my Unanistan mount didn't break, but it's broken now. So I was like, I'll just use my Unanistan mount. It still works. It's not broken or anything. I can still use it. It's still workable, so I can use it for that. But then, the Friday before, so Monday to Friday, so 5 days from me ordering it, I get this in the mail. So I received this thing in under a week. Granted, I'm in Southern California. He's in Southern California. It's really short shipping time from him to me. But getting it within 5 days is extremely fast. Like, I'm actually really surprised how fast I got this thing in. I was able to use it for the entire weekend of Besieged. That is the main stuff I wanted to cover when it comes to the mounts itself. So, Unistan's, products are plastic, but the Unistan's plastic is a little bit more durable. It's a little bit of a harder plastic, so it'll probably last you a little bit longer than the Brainexploder one. But my Unanistan mount only lasted me about 7 months. I imagine this thing's going to only last me about 7 months, so I'll probably have to buy a new mount within 7 months. Unanistan, it comes with everything you see here, the screws and everything, just excluding the nut and glue I did, but basically everything else comes with it. Brainexploder, all you get is the top mount itself. You don't get anything to clamp. You don't get like a bottom piece like this to help clamp between your mount and the vents, and you also don't get screws. So you need to go buy your own screws. But like I said, link to Brainexploder's review of this mount will be in the description down below. Also, everything you guys see here, like Unanistan has a Facebook page, I'll link that down below. Brainexploder has a YouTube channel, I'll link that down below. Link both of their websites down below directly to each of these mounts. That way you guys can get just direct access on whichever mount you like. If I was to choose between one of the mounts, since I'm doing a comparison between these two, honestly, I've had better. I think I'll go with the Brainexploder mount. Multiple mounting options, like I said, all the different holes on the bottom. You could use them between different GoPro, different masks and everything. So easier mounting options. Also, with more holes, that means you could put more screws in there if you want to, and boost the stability of the mount on the mask and all that kind of stuff. My biggest thing is there's this little groove engraved onto it, so that way I don't have to glue that little nut in. There's already a fitted place for it, so I don't have to worry about that. And so the video was a little bit longer than I expected, but I wanted to cover all bases of each of these mounts. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys are looking to get a mount, a GoPro mount, like I said, both of the products will be linked in the description down below, and you guys can choose for yourself. I recommend you guys do more research on these mounts, not just go off of my opinion. Go to other channels, type in each of these products, and see what other people's reviews are, and that way you could get a full mindset of how the products are based off other people's experiences and not just mine. But hopefully you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll see you on the field. Later.